About the Pillpanion. This is a lockable tote that has a pill organizing system on the inside. So all of us have probably, if we take meds or vitamins or supplements, we've probably, this is the chart, thank you. We've probably seen those plastic ones with the compartments that you can get at any drugstore, but they're very limiting as to what they will hold. And if you are someone who takes lots of medication or you take lots of supplements, you know they don't all fit in those little squares. And sometimes you need to adjust your meds per day of the week. And those little squares don't allow you to do that either. This set is genius. Evelyn Bernfeld invented it because she needed to come up with a better solution when she was helping her dad. And she's going to tell you the whole story. But let me show you what you're getting here. So you have your choice of the champagne, the gray, which is kind of like a menswear, like a heathered look, or the black, which is a little bit sparkly, and then the champagne is also a little bit sparkly. And these are lockable pouches. And inside the pouch, what you're going to get, in the case rather, are 21 pouches, 7 of these colored tabs. You're also going to get this medication chart and 7 pill pouch refills right here, which I think are great. So let's bring in Evelyn because she's got a fabulous story. And I told her, I said, oh my gosh, when my dad came home from the hospital after heart surgery, after back surgery, I wish I would have had this for my mom. Instead, I was making her charts and things myself. So Evelyn, come on in and tell us what you came up with this for and who and how does it work?
Hi, Carolyn. Thank you so much for having me.
Sure.
So your story is so many of our stories. So many of us have lived this way. I created this with my father, Emil Muller, and also for my mother, Nina. They were both aging and they were having a lot of problems with their medications. My father had a particular illness which he would always have to get changes in his medication. Sometimes it was actually daily. And it was so impossible for my mother to keep up with it. And then as their health started to fail a little bit, we had caretakers. And I was really worried sick that they were never going to get the right dosing. So just like you, I mean, I really did this to keep them safe. You know, what's more important than keeping our loved ones safe and keeping ourselves safe?
Right.
So what we did was I created this product because, like you said, these old pill boxes, this is the problem. These don't really work very well. They're very antiquated.
Yeah.
You can't fit a lot of medications in there. If you have large supplements, if you have large pills, they just don't fit. And you're just never sure that someone's getting the right amount of doses a day because you can't even get multiple dosing. We used to have to rubber band everything together. We used to have to take a 1-week supply with us. It was just really very cumbersome and not efficient at all. So what we did was we put together, my father and I, we created these wonderful, wonderful, very large pill pouches that you can add or remove as many of them as you need a day, depending on your dosing.
I love it.
You could take them with you if you're going on vacation. You don't have to take a whole week's supply with you. You could just grab what you need, put it in your bag and go. And what's amazing about this is even if you're a person who's well and wants to stay well and just wants to take supplements, this is 15 pills in here. These 15 pills are very large supplements that are like my vitamin C, my calcium, that normally would never fit into these small, old-fashioned pill boxes.
Right.
So what they do is I could take them as many times a day, and I have room for so many more on top of it.
Oh my gosh. I'm getting a set for my husband who takes several meds and he takes lots of supplements every day. Just the vitamins I take every day are, you know, I'm like a kid. I eat those gummy versions, right? The kind you can chew.
Definitely.
And they're big and they don't fit in those pill boxes. And I'm also thinking for all of my lovely seniors watching who now your children are furry, if you have pets that are on meds, you can use a set of these for your animals as well, for your pet sitter, which, I mean, I worry so much when I'm gone that somebody's going to mix up my dog's pills or something. So it's not only for humans, it's for animals, and I think this is so fantastic. So let me show you again. Over here we have, and by the way, this is also written in Braille, which I think is fantastic, on these little tabs. And these are hook and loop. You can open this up. And as Evelyn showed you, you can put as many of these pouches on each day of the week as you need to. There's a label on the front that you can put what time, AM or PM, and then look at all the room you have in here. And I don't have pills out here to show you, but my goodness, you can just see how much more you can fit in there than in one of those little plastic pill boxes. And then you've got that Ziploc top to each one. Also, Evelyn, tell everybody how you designed this to be lockable too.
Thank you. I'm so glad you mentioned about the pets, because I actually used this on our dog who was
Yeah.
really, really ill, who also needed a lot of medication. So I'm so happy you mentioned that. So the lockable part is wonderful. We do not sell the lock included, but you could use any of your travel locks. If you look on the top of this, it has two little loops, and you just loop the lock in. And it's really great for anyone in the house that might have dementia or children in the house. You just want to keep it a little extra secure. So that's what's so wonderful about that. The other thing that I'd love to mention, if I may, is our chart that we include. And I know that you were talking about
There's where
that
you
earlier.
put the lock. I'm just showing that real quick.
Oh,
Yes,
perfect.
let's look at this
Thank
chart,
you.
and thank you to my team for putting it in something that you can see it. So
Sure.
this is what I was talking about when my dad came home from the hospital, and my mom had, you know, because he never took any medication prior to that. So all of a sudden now he was taking all these different things on different days and different things on different times of the day. And my goodness, how helpful is this chart?
Right. I mean, we all know when we go to the doctor or the ER, all of our memory goes out the window about the medications, the emergency contact people, right? We're also stressed out and so nervous about it. So this is a really important thing to just always have this. Each one of these bags has a really wonderful, like an envelope on the inside, so you can keep your insurance cards in here. We have a new and improved fabric on a lot of these bags. And I always encourage everyone to keep their medication chart in there, because when you get stressed out, you forget everything.
Here.
This has everything you could possibly need on it, the doses and the medications.
I love this. Bring this, make copies of this and bring it to your doctor's office every time, because they always ask you every time, what meds do you take? I'm
Absolutely.
like, didn't I reel off all 50 of them last time? But you got to tell them again. So
That's right.
take that with you, and all of these will fit in this pouch for when you're traveling or whatever. I think this is great. Ordering two are coming to my house.
Thank you.
Thank you, Evelyn. What a great idea, and thanks for being part of our show today.
Thanks so much.
Take care. Don't forget, everybody, champagne, gray, or black are your choices. All right, we're going to start on some video for